You wake up in the morning, and something feels off. Your legs feel heavy, your energy feels low, and no matter how much you rest, your body just doesn't bounce back the way it used to. Have you noticed that? Here's what most people don't realize. This isn't just getting older. There's something happening deeper inside your body. A slow decline in how well your body repairs itself. And there's one simple food, a root vegetable, that may help support this natural repair system. I'll explain exactly how in a moment. But first, let me give you something useful right away. If you start your morning with this vegetable, even 3 to 4 times a week, you may begin to notice small changes. Better digestion, steadier energy, even your skin may feel a little healthier. Not overnight, but gradually. And that's how real improvement works after 60. I'm Dr. Robert Miller. I help people your age understand how to stay healthy and independent. If you care about your health after 60, this channel is for you. Now here's the interesting part. This vegetable doesn't fix your body directly. Instead, it supports something your body already has, your natural repair system. The same system that helps you recover from small injuries, keeps your blood vessels flexible, and supports how your cells renew over time. But as you age, this system slows down. And this is something many people don't realize. You may still feel okay on the outside, while inside, your body is quietly losing its ability to repair and renew. That's why cuts heal slower. That's why stiffness lingers longer. That's why fatigue feels deeper than it used to. And here's where this root vegetable becomes important. Because certain natural compounds inside it may gently support this repair process. Not in a dramatic way, not like a drug, but in a steady, supportive way your body understands. And in today's video, I'm going to show you exactly how this works, including one early sign most people ignore, that tells you your body's repair system is already slowing down. Now let's talk about what you might actually be feeling in your body, before you ever hear a diagnosis. Maybe you wake up stiff, your knees take a few extra seconds to loosen up, or you notice small cuts taking longer to heal, bruises staying a little darker, a little longer. Your energy dips in the afternoon. Not exhaustion, just a quiet slowdown. Have you experienced that? These are small signals, easy to ignore, but they matter, because inside your body, something is changing. Your cells are still renewing, but not as efficiently as before. Think of it like a repair team. In your younger years, that team worked fast. Now, it's slower. Still working, but not at full strength. And this affects more than just how you feel. Your blood vessels become less flexible. Your muscles recover more slowly. Your immune system takes longer to respond. This is very common after 60. And you're not alone in this. But here's the important part. This doesn't mean your body has stopped repairing. It means it needs better support. And this is where certain foods can make a difference. Not by forcing your body, but by giving it what it needs to work better. One example is a simple root vegetable many people overlook. This is beetroot. Now, you might be thinking, just a vegetable? How can that help? Fair question. But beetroot contains natural compounds called nitrates. When you eat it, your body converts these into nitric oxide. And nitric oxide plays a very important role. It helps your blood vessels relax. It improves blood flow. And better blood flow means something critical. More oxygen, more nutrients, reaching your cells. And that directly supports your body's ability to repair. This is something many people don't realize. It's not just about what you eat. It's about what your body can deliver to where it's needed. If that delivery system slows down, repair slows down too. Let me give you a simple example. A 68-year-old man I once spoke to felt constant leg fatigue. Nothing serious showed up in his tests. Everything looked normal, but his circulation wasn't optimal. After a few simple changes, including adding nitrate-rich foods like beetroot, he noticed something interesting. His legs felt lighter. His walking improved. Not instantly, but over a few weeks. That's how the body responds. Slow, steady, but real. And this is why this root vegetable matters. Not because it's powerful on its own, but because it supports a system your body already depends on. Next, I'll show you one daily habit that quietly blocks this repair process, even if you're eating healthy. Now let's look at something that can quietly block this repair process, even if you're eating the right foods. And this might surprise you. It's not sugar. It's not fat. It's something much more common. Mouthwash. Yes, the kind many people use every morning. Here's why this matters. Remember how I mentioned nitric oxide, that compound your body makes from foods like beetroot? Well, that process starts in your mouth. Friendly bacteria on your tongue help convert natural nitrates into a usable form. But when you use strong antibacterial mouthwash every day, you wipe out those helpful bacteria. So even if you eat beetroot, your body may not fully benefit from it. This is something many people don't realize. You're doing something that feels healthy, but it may be limiting your body's repair support. Now, I'm not saying stop all oral hygiene. That's important. But using harsh mouthwash multiple times a day, especially right after meals, can interfere with this natural process. A better approach? Use it occasionally, not excessively, and give your body time to do its work. Now let's connect this to how you actually feel. If your body is not producing enough nitric oxide, your blood flow becomes less efficient, your muscles may feel tighter, your recovery slows down, and over time, this can affect your energy, mobility, and even heart health. Have you ever felt like your body just doesn't recover the way it used to? This could be one of the hidden reasons. Let me share another simple example. A 72-year-old woman, very health conscious, ate well, stayed active, did everything right, but she always complained of low energy. Nothing major showed up in her reports, but her daily routine included frequent mouthwash use. When she reduced that and focused more on supportive foods, she noticed gradual improvement, more stable energy, less fatigue in the afternoons. Again, not overnight, but noticeable. That's how these small changes work. Now here's something important to understand. Foods like beetroot don't act like medicine. They don't force your body to change. They support your body's natural systems. And that's exactly what you want after 60. Gentle support, consistent results. In the next part, I'll show you exactly how to use this root vegetable in your daily routine, in a way that's simple, safe, and actually works. Now let's make this simple and practical, because this is where most people get stuck. Most people eat this the wrong way, and then say it doesn't work. But the timing actually makes a difference. Let me explain. The best time to have beetroot is in the morning, either on an empty stomach or after a very light meal. Why? Because your body is more responsive in the morning. Your circulation is more active. Your digestive system is ready. And this allows those natural compounds to be absorbed more efficiently. Think of it like this. In the morning, your body is like a sponge. It takes in what you give it and uses it better. Now compare that to late evening. Your body is slowing down. Digestion is not as efficient. And if you take beetroot late at night, you may not get the same benefit. In some people, it can even feel a bit heavy. So morning gives you the best support. Now here's another mistake many people make. They take it right after a heavy meal. Let's say you've had a large breakfast, fried food, bread, tea, and then you add beetroot on top. What happens? Your body is already busy digesting, so absorption becomes slower, and the effect becomes weaker. This is something many people don't realize. It's not just what you eat, it's when and how you eat it. Now let's talk about form, juice or whole. If you drink beetroot juice, it works faster, because your body doesn't need to break it down. But there's a downside. It can spike quickly, and the effect may not last as long. Whole beetroot, especially lightly cooked or raw, works more slowly, but the effect is steadier, more sustained. So if you want quick support, juice can help. If you want long-term consistency, whole is better. Now let's talk about frequency. Do you need this every single day? Not necessarily. For most people, 3 to 5 times a week is enough. Your body needs time to respond, not constant overload. Let me give you a simple example. A 66-year-old woman I spoke to started taking beetroot juice every night. She expected better energy, but nothing changed. Why? Wrong timing. When she shifted it to morning, within a couple of weeks, she noticed more stable energy during the day. Not dramatic, but clear. That's how small adjustments work. Now ask yourself, are you giving your body the right input at the right time? Because sometimes, the difference between no result and real benefit is not the food itself, it's how you use it. You don't need anything complicated. You don't need expensive supplements. You just need a consistent, gentle routine your body can follow. Start with this. In the morning, on an empty or light stomach, have a small portion of beetroot. It can be raw, lightly cooked, or even as fresh juice. About half a cup is enough. You don't need more than that. Now here's why morning works best. Your body is more responsive, your circulation is more active, and this helps those natural compounds work more efficiently. If raw beetroot feels too strong, you can boil it lightly or roast it. Just avoid overcooking, because heat can reduce some of the helpful compounds. You can also combine it with simple foods, a little lemon, some carrot, or mix it into a light salad. Keep it natural. Now let's connect this to your body. If your issue is low energy, better blood flow can help oxygen reach your muscles. If you feel stiffness, improved circulation can support recovery. If your concern is heart health, this gentle support to your blood vessels matters over time. This is how food should work, solving a problem by supporting a function, not forcing a quick result. Now let's talk about movement. You don't need intense exercise. Even 15 to 20 minutes of walking can help your body use that improved blood flow better. Think of it like this. Food prepares the system. Movement activates it. Both together create real change. Sleep also plays a role. If you're sleeping poorly, your body cannot repair properly. No food can replace that. Try to keep a regular sleep time. Reduce screen exposure at night. These small habits matter more than most people think. Now let's talk about timeline. In the first 1 to 2 weeks, you may notice subtle changes, slightly better digestion, a bit more stable energy. By 4 to 6 weeks, many people report improved stamina, less heaviness in the legs, better morning movement. Over a few months, the effects build. Not dramatic, but meaningful. And this is important, because your body responds to consistency, not intensity. Now here's something else many people miss. Routine checkups often don't show these early changes. Your reports may look normal, because most tests are just snapshots. They don't measure how efficiently your body repairs itself day to day. So you may feel something is off, even when everything looks fine on paper. That doesn't mean nothing is happening. It just means it hasn't reached a measurable level yet. And that's why early support matters. You're not alone in feeling this. Many people after 60 experience the same slow changes, but don't connect the dots. The good news is, your body still has the ability to adapt. It just needs the right support. And small daily actions can lead to meaningful long-term benefits. Sometimes, the body doesn't fail suddenly. It slows down quietly. And the signs we talked about, low energy, stiffness, slower recovery, they may seem small, easy to ignore, easy to accept as normal aging. But here's the truth. If these signs are ignored, they don't stay the same. They gradually build. Let me explain what that means. When your body's repair system slows down, your circulation becomes less efficient. And when blood flow is not optimal, your muscles don't get enough oxygen. Your tissues don't recover fully. At first, you just feel a little tired. But over time, that tiredness can turn into fatigue. That stiffness can turn into reduced mobility. Have you noticed how some people start avoiding walks? Not because they want to, but because their body feels heavier? This is how it begins. Not with pain, but with subtle discomfort. And this is something many people don't realize. Loss of energy often comes before loss of strength, and loss of strength often comes before loss of independence. That's the real concern, because once movement reduces, everything else follows. Your balance weakens, your confidence drops, your daily activities become harder. Even simple things, like climbing stairs or getting out of a chair, start to feel like effort. Let me share a simple example. A 71-year-old man gradually stopped his morning walks, not because of illness, but because of low energy. Months passed. That low energy turned into weakness. That weakness turned into hesitation. And slowly, his routine disappeared. This is how decline happens, not all at once, but step by step. Now here's the important part. Most of this is not sudden disease. It's gradual neglect of small signals. Your body gives you warnings, soft ones, manageable ones. But if you keep ignoring them, they become harder to reverse later. This doesn't mean something bad will definitely happen, but the risk increases, and the effort required to recover becomes much higher. The good news? You can interrupt this cycle at an early stage with simple daily actions, better food choices, gentle movement, consistent habits. Because after 60, the goal is not perfection, it's preservation. And small steps today can protect your strength, your mobility, and your independence for years to come. Before we finish, think about this. What is one small habit you can start tomorrow morning? Because the way your body feels next month often begins with what you do today. Let me leave you with something simple and honest. There is no single food that will suddenly make you feel 20 again, and anyone who promises that is not telling you the full truth. But there are small daily choices that quietly support your body over time, and that's where real change happens. You don't need to overhaul your life. You don't need extreme diets. You don't need complicated routines. You need consistency. A small portion of the right foods, a little daily movement, better sleep habits. That's it. And when you combine these, your body starts responding. Slowly at first, then more noticeably. You wake up with slightly more ease. Your steps feel a bit lighter. Your energy holds a little longer through the day. Have you noticed how even a small improvement can change your entire day? This is how progress looks after 60. Not dramatic, but meaningful. And this is something many people don't realize. Your body is not failing. It's adapting. It's asking for better support. And when you give it that, it responds. Even now, even at your age. I've seen people in their late 60s, early 70s make small changes like this and feel a noticeable difference within weeks. Not perfect health, but better. And better is powerful. Because better leads to independence. Better leads to confidence. Better leads to a life you can enjoy. You're not alone in feeling these changes. This is very common after 60. And the fact that you're here, learning, paying attention, already puts you ahead of most people. So here's a simple question for you. What is one small step you're willing to take starting tomorrow morning? Because your future health is built on the habits you choose today. Before you start adding this to your daily routine, there's something important you need to know. This is natural. It's simple. But that doesn't mean it's right for everyone in the same way. Let me explain. If you already have low blood pressure, or sometimes feel dizzy when you stand up, you need to be a little careful, because beetroot can naturally lower blood pressure. For many people, that's a benefit. But if your pressure is already low, you may feel lightheaded or slightly weak. Have you ever stood up and felt a sudden spin? This could be more noticeable if you add too much too quickly. So in this case, start small, maybe just a few slices, and see how your body responds. Now here's another group to pay attention. If you are taking medication for blood pressure, this becomes important, because now you have two things working together, your medicine and this natural food effect. And sometimes, that combination can lower your pressure more than expected. Not dangerous in most cases, but something you should be aware of. This is something many people don't realize. Even natural foods can interact with your body in powerful ways. So if you're on regular medication, it's always a good idea to keep your doctor informed. Now let's talk about another situation, kidney stones. Beetroot contains natural compounds called oxalates. In some people, these can contribute to stone formation if taken in excess, especially if you've had kidney stones before. That doesn't mean you must avoid it completely, but moderation becomes very important. Small amounts, not every single day, and staying well hydrated, that makes a big difference. Let me share a simple example. A 70-year-old man once started drinking large amounts of beetroot juice daily. He thought, if a little is good, more must be better. But after a few weeks, he started feeling discomfort, not because beetroot is harmful, but because excess can stress the system. When he reduced the quantity, everything settled. That's how your body works. It responds best to balance. Now here's one more thing. If you notice your urine turning slightly pink or red, don't panic. This can happen after eating beetroot. It's harmless and quite common. But if you don't know this, it can be alarming. So it's better to be aware. At the end of the day, this is not about fear. It's about understanding your body. Most people can benefit from this when used in the right way. Gentle, consistent, balanced. Because after 60, your body doesn't need extremes. It needs support. And when you respect that, you get the best results. If you found this helpful, take a moment and think about your own routine. Not what you plan to do someday, but what you actually do every morning. Because that's where your health is being shaped. If you care about staying active, independent, and feeling a little stronger each month, this channel is here for you. And before you go, tell me this. Have you ever tried beetroot before? Or is this something new for you? I'd really like to know where you're starting from and what changes you're planning to make. Because sometimes, one small habit, shared at the right time, can help someone else more than you realize.